Welcome friends to the latest video. Today's 11th February and Super Bowl is about to happen in a couple of hours, and I will try to get the one more video as promised on a weekly basis. And today we will be going through Bitcoin, which is everyone's favorite, and it makes so much noise outside. Even if you are not trading, if you do not have any money invested in any crypto, but still it's so powerful that even if you want to ignore it, you can't ignore it on a time to time. So I will go through very quickly the chart labeling. As you guys know that I follow the Elliott wave principle, and the reason for this Bitcoin to select to show that the wave count really does not matter that what wave count you are having at the current moment. It only matters if you have followed all the rules and what to look for the future as the two probabilities, one that is going to work in your favor, and if your point of view is wrong, and how to adjust on it. So on the very big scenario we are looking, this is wave start point 0 1 2 3 4 5. I can debate whether this was my point 3 termination over here, or my 3 point was termination was here, and this one was, this one was my fourth, and we are gonna see the fifth. But this is what I would like to have a label on my chart over here. I do not care whether we finish the fifth wave or not. This could be a new wave cycle, and as long as you have focus on the bigger and the current scenario, you should be able to find and adjust the trading style that you are having. So based on this equality of this, the one run was suggesting me that okay, there is a possibility it could go to 92,000. Did it go? No. There was another possibility it could go to 67,905. We came real closer to somewhere around 68,976. So still it achieved. I mean, the wave fifth was finished. After the wave fifth, the corrections are bigger. The correction that was won was the going to be higher than this correction, which is 19,500, and this one was 3,200, 19,500. So roughly 16,000 over here, and this one was 65 to 428. So we have over here 35, 37, 37 over here, and how much was it here? 37 and 16, so 43, 53,000 correction was won here actually. So 68 minus 53, we go around 13,000. We reach 15,500. So there is a video based on this, how to, what is the valuation of the correction. So at the end I see that the charting that I gave, the number was correct. If you want to do, I'm using the TradingView website, so this is going to give me the correction value from here, which is 16,050. Okay, so here it is, 16,000 roughly. The correction value of this one was 36,000 roughly, and 16,000 over here. 36 and 16 goes to 52. Take 52 out of this 67, and you take 52 out, you have 15 left. So it came pretty good, right? This is the summation, and the correction after the fifth wave is gonna be the bigger of the correction. This one was my 0, this one was my A, this one was my B, and this one is my C. So this happened in the zigzag correction. This is made of 5 waves, this is made of 5 waves, and this is made of 3 waves. It was pretty simple correction, but many of us failed to see that at that time. But it was won over there. So did we follow the rules or not? That is a different topic. So recently now let's come to the recent run that started from November 22nd. Now it's been almost 18 months that we are seeing the rally. So let me raise this line over here. So as we see, we were able to draw the parallel channel that is giving us a clue about the range of the Bitcoin as of right now. And if you see, most of the time it's trying to stick above the center line over here. So we will be taking this line out, but this line out over lower line could give you the possibility of the worst case scenario if it does not happen. Recently, what I was looking on the Bitcoin on the Control C, Control Y, on a daily basis, let's bring it down, and this is my new chart patterns over here, and this is the labeling I came up right now. This is my 1 2 3 4 and fifth is going on. I do not know where the fifth is going to end on the, as we know how to get the idea about possible termination of the fifth point is 1 is 52. Let me erase. I have already plotted this one. This one is from where? Actually, if you see the green one, that's already plotted over here. So 54, 58, and 62. That's my right now. The scenario is telling me. There is one more way to see that is, it could be 51 or it could be 57 over here, or it could be any of this point. There is no guarantee, but let's see. Even on the closer, when we are looking at the closer time frame, what we are going to notice over here, the characteristic of the Bitcoin chart using Fibonacci retracement. So as we see here, let me make it orange. So we have seen in this run the Bitcoin gave up almost 61% of whatever the gain was, and in this one, when it came here, it gave up almost 38%. Now what it would be here, 30 or 23? 30 and 23. It stopped here, but it went all the way to 30. So that's considering the bigger wave that we are looking. This is one part of wave, but I want to just see the characteristic of this wave now. Let's plot this one. It came to 38 almost, which is still an indication of a strong, it's from here actually, 30 if you zoom in. So consider it as a strong wave going on. We were not supposed to see even that much correction, but Bitcoin was in indecisive market trend over there. There was a fear. There is still a fear right now. If you see this one, we tried to attempt the same pattern over here, not to the full extent over here. The timeline that we spent is shorter than here. Let's see the characteristic of this in terms of the Fibonacci trend base. So it was around 3.6, 3.5. If I see, change it over here. It doesn't really matters. I mean, where it went, it was a little bit shorter than 3.5. So what I'm looking on this chart is basically The very first target that I'm looking is around 54,000 based on two possible outcomes given by one of the placement, like based on the equality I was here, that is already passed, and it can come down actually from here, or most probably 56, or second scenario that I'm looking is gonna be somewhere like this. 54.9, 48 to 58, 59 basically, or based on equality we are looking on 71. The view is 72, but before that it has to come here very first 55 or in 59,000, and we have to see how it comes over there. But everything depends on the evidence that it's giving us. It could change any moment. We have to I focus on the value volume as well. So let's say this is in this one, so we know that the wave 3 was an extended wave, so there could be a chance this wave what we are going to see right now, this would be our fifth wave, final wave. We don't know where it's gonna end. There is one possibility that it's gonna be equal to this valuation. So based on the equality, that run was almost over at the moment over here, but still we are extending, so we could go to this I mean 56, or what we are looking as this is wave 3 was extended run. Time to time we see extension happening in the fifth wave as well, and the valuation could be anything of this wave, but based on the equality principle, what I'm looking over here could go to 71 as well, 71,557. So that's what I'm looking. To me looks like it's gonna play out the part in the equality base, as we will observe as we progress on the smaller scale time frame scale. This was my 0 to 1 to 2. This is my, you can call this one is my 3, 4, 5 was here. This was correction. So this what we have seen, this is my one very first wave of the final wave actually. The wave that I counted you guys earlier was the internal structure of it. So based on this, if this is my very first wave, the projection that it gives me for my third wave, if it's going to be normal, it's minimum 50,000. And if this is the case of extension happening, then the other scenario is 52,000. So right now it's 52, 51 is on cards, and I'm not saying this wave is gonna end here. The bigger picture we are looking is 72, and but for that what has to happen, if this is my wave 3 already started here, whenever the corrections are happening, we should not be eating out this one, or we should not be entering the body of this one. If we are entering the body of 43,000 to 41,000, then we are breaking that rule, and that could mean that the scenario that we are looking is not the reality that's happening. So as soon as you visit this chart, be alert, and as soon as you break this one, this view is not valid any longer. We are looking something else. If that is the case, what else could be looking if it's not going up? Then this is the case of double top and having the failure rejection over here, and based on that we are looking the correction to bring it down to very, it could end anywhere. It could end again here, it could end at 35, it could end at 32, but how we will know? The rejection happening over here somewhere. It could go plus or minus a little bit, but there are no signs as of right now. This higher high is supposed to take out. And what I mean higher high is that if you seen that, based on this, this is the high it made, then this low, the low made over here is higher than the low was here. Again, in this one, the high was higher than this high, lower was low. Same thing applies over here. So as long as we are making higher highs and higher lows, we should be fine. So keep an eye on it. And the trading day starts from tomorrow, Monday, and we should see some action gearing it up for tomorrow morning's trading session. It is adding fuel actually. And in the worst case, if we are looking at the correction right now at this moment, what would be the basic correction that we are looking? I call my, let me bring it down to color candlestick. I call this my internal waves of very first wave one. This one was my 0 1 2. Either could be 3, this could be 4, or this could be 3 4. Let's call this 3 4 and 5. This one is my very first correction, 43.8 to 41.8 approximately. So we are looking 2000 in this one. We have not seen the correction of this one here yet, but we already seen the very first wave over here. We assume that this is the second wave, so I can get you some clue over here. This one was a part of that, so 2 at the max, and this one is 48 to 46 7 8. So we are looking 1400 and 235. So even the correction happens, it's happening at the valuation of 3500 minimum. But the clue that we have, it should not re-enter this trading area. It could re-enter, but this could not be taken out. If this one goes out, then this view is no longer valid and the other scenario is happening. So keep an eye on it. And oh, I want to show you the new trading channel that Bitcoin might be opening up shortly. It's already in the picture, but we have to see how quickly it's observing and how good it's gonna follow this one. So the channel that I'm taking is, let me just use the trend line. So if you look at this way, it doesn't make that much sense to anyone right now. Let me change the color of this to orange, turn it to black for you guys. Let's copy this line. And not this one. Control C. So if you see, these are the parallel channels that it could be creating. Earlier, this one was it, and this, the lower part what we see, that was not my channel, but it went down here, and I was re-evaluating my Bitcoin strategies, and I seen that yes, there could be a chance this could be my new lower scenarios, which is this line, and this could be my upper band, which is this too. Let's see how long it's gonna follow it, whether it has a stamina, it can provide you something. The time frame, one more thing that I'll be looking, that it started following this one from, let's say, 23 January. It followed almost to the 9 months still over here, and it started breaking out. So let's see if it has a stamina to follow 9 more months over here. And if that is the case, even if you see it happening for like next 2 more months, then you see last 3 months, you should take advantage of it. So here's the Bitcoin based on it. Happy Sunday and happy trading coming next week. Thank you for watching the video.